completion ceremony of the 2023 Regional LiveWIRE Forum. And it's also the 20th anniversary ceremony of LiveWIRE in Nigeria. This program, as you know, is sponsored by the NNPC SPDC Total Energies and NIOC joint venture. They have been doing this for 20 years in Nigeria, and we are pleased that we are part of it. We are rejoicing in it. I know you have watched the videos. I will just ask if they will let us have one more for those individuals who are not here to see something of which we'll be talking about in the LiveWIRE. Please prepare to play one of the videos for us. One of the things that I find very exciting, and you see it in any of the videos we show, you see young people come in with idea to do one business. One. Just a second. By the time they go through 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they start talking about social improvement. They are doing their business, they have expanded. There's one gentleman in the room today. He came in, I'm sure he will tell you his story himself. He came in with engineering in mind. Today, he's talking about youth empowerment. He's going to the US, his Lagos Business School. He's talking beyond what he came in to do. That's the power of succeeding in what you set out to do. And I'm really happy that we have people here who have done it, and we have people who are going to do it by the grace of God. Is that amen?
Amen.
So please, just quickly play the video, and then we'll do the recognitions we have in-house.
I'm from Nembe, to be precise, Basambri, in Nembe local government of Bayelsa State. I'm into skincare and beauty. It's called the Crystal Clear Beauty Spa. I had skills, yes, I had the skills before Shell LiveWIRE. But with Shell LiveWIRE, many people were like, you have to have something before we can assist you. So with Shell LiveWIRE, I was able to get my startup fund. I was able to let them know, okay, see my statement of account. And others contributed to what I already had from Shell LiveWIRE, and I was able to get this equipment. This is what I am passionate about. I love doing it. I love the joy in people's faces when they see that actually you've affected their lives. It could be in a small way when a girl comes in with the problem of pimples, and you help her, and your therapy works, and she's very grateful to you. There was a training after the interview. We went for an interview after applying, and we were invited for a training. During that training, I learned quite a lot. I learned about HSC, Health, Safety and Environment. I learned how to manage a business. They taught me basic accounting, so now I can balance my accounts. They taught us how to be customer friendly. I never used to always have a smiling face. I always felt when I'm born, I'm more beautiful. Right now, I plan to put this place up to standard, separate each segment of the business where I have the facial works, the massage and the body work, and then my beauty, bridal makeup work. Then I'll be able to bring in people. I'm from Nimbi, and we have a lot of young girls out there who, I don't know, maybe they feel they cannot be better. Maybe they feel their life will end within that community. They don't say that. I see myself being the first female president of Nigeria. I always tell my husband, he may turn out to be the first man of Nigeria, and he tells me, never! So I believe with this business, if I'll be able to bring in people, train others, especially from the community, so that they can go back out there and do something with their lives.
Thank you. Thank you. We can stop there. I know there are other videos, we'll take them later on. But ladies and gentlemen, you do see what I said. The lady started off with beauty therapy, and she's now talking about being president of Nigeria. Isn't it a massive move? But you know the irony of life. You better know her name. You might just be seeing the future president of Nigeria. Who knows? It just may happen. And I'll be very happy to say I reminded you people that day that she was going to be it. So we are really glad, and LiveWIRE, thank you for what you are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us for this program people who have taken time out to come to help us celebrate today. And I really ask that you please put your hands together for them for taking time out to be here. Thank you, everybody, beneficiaries, dignitaries, people online. I'm really glad that you are with us, and we indeed are happy that we are having a very good celebration today. But I'd like to come to the table to help us guide us properly through it all. Yes, that baby, future LiveWIRE, we welcome you too. So we have in-house with us the General Manager, External Relations for Shell Companies in Nigeria, Mr. Igoweli, who is represented here. In his own capacity, he also is a massive influence on the LiveWIRE product that we're celebrating today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the Manager Social Performance and Social Investment of Shell Companies in Nigeria, Mr. Emmanuel Ayin. Thank you so much. Thank you. We also have in-house from the Rivers State Ministry of Education. We'd like to invite to the table the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth Development. Okay, I think I've mixed two ministries now. So I'll go first with the Rivers State Ministry of Youth Development, the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Roland Obed-White. Thank you so very much. We also like to invite from the Ministry of Employment Generation and Employment Generation, the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Samuel Eguma. Please let's go. Thank you so very much. We have from the Ministry of Education also, I particularly like him because he's the exact opposite of his brother who I know. Please let's welcome the Director of Quality Assurance, Department of Ministry of Education, Mr. Emmanuel. He's a much better version of the brother that I know. I hope I'm not in trouble with him later on. Thank you so very much. Thank you. We have also with us from the Rivers State Ministry of Employment Generation, the Director of Employment Generation really came here early, and I really thank you also. Mr. Napoleon Akwe. Mr. Napoleon. You're welcome. And also, and please, I always love this part. From the Rivers State Ministry of Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, the acting Permanent Secretary, please let's welcome Mrs. Blessing. I was looking forward to meeting her. Oh, represented. Oh, beautiful. Please, they haven't given me full detail, but director who's representing, please, can I just get the details from you? I'm very happy. And I met you a little earlier, my apologies. Please, Mr. Wodokwe, I like your name, by the way. I hope some people understand the meaning. I'll have to explain to them. Wodokwe means the community has agreed. Am I right? So we all agreed that he's the one for us, isn't it? Let's put our hands together for him. You are very welcome, sir. You are welcome. Yes, I also know we are expecting Mr. Samuel Mebaka. Oh, Mr. Samuel, please come sit with us. Yes, Mr. Samuel Mielbaka is Director, Education and Counseling, Ministry of Youth Development. And we met and I came in very early too. Thank you so very much. Really glad that you are with us. Ladies and gentlemen, they did not. Okay, I see Mr. Chukwumo. I see, the detail was here. Thank you so very much. He came not alone, he came really supported. And I met his support a little earlier. And one of them terrorized me. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's just applaud them and acknowledge where they are. Mrs. Letitia McPepper and Mrs. Furu Johnny Over. Well, I didn't call it tea salad. I didn't call it tea salad. Please. Some people want to put me in trouble. I didn't call. But really, I am glad you are here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us, I celebrated because I want to be celebrated too. He's the father of a new university graduate. And I like to have university graduates in my house, many of them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the head of government relations also with us, Mr. I like to call him Sir, because that's who he is, Sir Bishop Asomba. Please let's applaud him for the recent graduation in his home. We are really glad. Congratulations once again. It's really lovely having you with us. I have in the house dignitaries who are making their marks in other areas. I have deliberately left them till this time because we're going to have a moment where they will sit with us and tell us exactly what they have done that we can learn from. I have in the house, like I said, people who are formally introduced later on, but I have with us a man who has been through the same process and he's been applauded in various places across the country and across the world. Please, let's applaud Engineer Precious Adeno, who is in the house with us. Because that clap is for those who are not succeeding. Yes, this man is succeeding, and I also want to listen to him to learn. I also have with us another person who also is succeeding in that area. Please, let's welcome Mrs. Ruth Enoch Adore. Yes, I really applaud you for what you are doing. I met this morning a gentleman who I know I had tried to meet him a few days earlier to be on a radio program that we support. Mr. Fiberesima is also in the house with us. I meet him. You better note him because he is part of a group that I'm sure all of you will tap into to improve indeed what you are doing in this field of empowerment, in this field of enterprise. Okay, they're not clap well. Just note the ones that don't clap well. You know, we give them. So you're welcome, thank you. And we also have in the house another person who you should take note of because her field is the area where people say is very critical. A financial expert in the house, please let's applaud Chibuzo Bakaba. Did I call that name right? Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know online we have with us very senior people in Shell family. Allow me to just quickly acknowledge the manager communications. I want to say barrister, but I know we don't call him barrister too often. So barrister Bamidele Odubeson, please if you can just say hello to us on a quick note, we'll be glad. He's in Lagos and he's in that area where they say Center of Excellence. Barrister Bamidele Odubeson, we acknowledge you. If you are here, please just unmute and say hello to us. Okay, so as we wait to see that, it will be beautiful. We also have with us a media relations manager. We call her Salt because she likes to make your life beautiful. Abimbola Essien Nelson. Are you online with us? Abimbola Essien Nelson. Okay, that's why they can see. Someone is already sharing video. Okay, so thank you. We also have in the house online Dr. Sophia Osborne, who is a very senior member of the leadership team of corporate relations. We thank you. Yes. We thank you. Mrs. Nekawogo, so glad to have you with us. Thank you so much. And many other people online.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes, thank you so much. So sorry I can't, as we go along, I'll recognize you more and more and more as we go on. But we're glad it's a time for celebration, and the only thing that is not here now is the music of flavor called Levels. I don't know how many of you know that music. That music does something to me. It's not a gospel music, so I wonder why it has that kind of effect. But it tells me that there is a level, and if you want to be in that level, you have to achieve certain things. So I don't know. That music says when some people appear, you know that the event is high level. So I can see people in the house here. Government is here, Shell is here, dignitaries, people who have succeeded in their field are here, and you have those who are aspiring for the future to be successful. They are all here. So the level is, maybe before we go, we play flavors level, and then if Mr. Odokwe, if you play that, we are good. People don't know if they are now. They are looking for trouble. But thank you. It's indeed a joyful event, and I'm glad I'm here. But before we go too far, I would just like to hear from the manager, Social Performance Investment, to know indeed we're on the right track. Mr. Emmanuel Isaac.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, graduates. Are you all excited to be here?
Yes, sir.
You are looking very, very, very excited. We are excited to have you here. Good morning, everyone. Again, put our hands together for Michael Adande, our MC, who has introduced everyone. But he didn't introduce himself. So thank you, Michael, for the wonderful opening. It's my pleasure to read the address on behalf of the head Corporate Relations Nigeria and Director Shell Companies, Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria Limited, Mr. Igoweli, and the NNPC SPC 2022 Regional LiveWIRE Program Graduation / Award Ceremony, held today in the main hall of the Shell Club, Port Harcourt, today being the 15th of June 2023. Distinguished representatives of government and its agencies, colleagues from SPDC, implementing organizations, our exemplary LiveWIRE graduates and awardees, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this ceremony on behalf of the Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria Limited, SPDC, operator of the NNPC, Shell, TotalEnergies, now joint venture. This event marks the graduation of and awards to successful participants of the 2022 Regional LiveWIRE Program. The Shell LiveWIRE Program is the flagship youth enterprise development program of Shell. It was launched in 2003, and this is the 20th year of the program. 20 years of consistent support to our youth. The Shell LiveWIRE program over the years has graduated almost 8,000 Niger Delta entrepreneurs, many of whom are now employers of labor. Several of the beneficiaries have also had the opportunity to participate in SPDC's supply chain. In other words, some of our beneficiaries are now supporting Shell by providing goods and services to support our operations. The NNPC SPDC LiveWIRE program is part of the global Shell LiveWIRE Social Investment Program, which enables young people to start their own businesses, create employment, and contribute to the production of goods and services to support the economy. The Shell LiveWIRE program provides budding young entrepreneurs with access to essential business knowledge and customized support, which includes capital that they need to transform their enterprising ideas into sustainable businesses. In 20 years of operation in Nigeria, the NNPC SPDC joint venture LiveWIRE program has received local and international recognitions. In 2011, the program received the African Leadership Magazine Award for Youth Development. A year after that, it also won the Social Enterprise and Reports Award, SERA, in 2010. I think it was in that year, in 2010, that we also partnered with MDDC to support 1,600 women and providing them with skills acquisition and business support. The Shell LiveWIRE program is targeted at the Niger Delta region to inspire, encourage, and support youth to start their own businesses and expand existing ones. We do this in the hope that with legitimate alternative means of livelihood, our young men and women will turn their focus from seeking for employment to becoming employers of labor, thereby contributing to the socio-economic development of their communities. Today's graduating beneficiaries went through the entrepreneurship training, they developed business plans, they pitched their business ideas, and at the end, today we have 70 of the best performing beneficiaries selected. The selected beneficiaries will be receiving awards to start up their own businesses or expand their already budding enterprises. And we expect that this will enable them to successfully expand and grow their businesses. As we have seen in some of the LiveWIRE videos that you watched, let me speak directly to the beneficiaries and paint in your heart the picture of the potential that you have and the bigger doors of opportunities that the program offers you. This is the beginning of a journey for all of you, and it has the potential of launching you all into international recognition and success. Between 2010 and now, 5 of our beneficiaries have won the LiveWIRE International Goal and Trade Enterprise Linkage Award. This is an award that enables them to go overseas, to explore opportunities to expand their businesses. And this award has enabled them to make international trade visits to London, Dubai, Malaysia, and even to neighboring Ghana. The program also takes beneficiaries into the lead of thousands of young entrepreneurs the world over who compete in the global Shell LiveWIRE Top 10 Innovators Award, which comes with huge benefits and rewards. I'm pleased to inform you that 3 Nigerian beneficiaries of our LiveWIRE program have emerged winners in the 2017 and 2018 editions of the Global Top 10 Shell LiveWIRE Innovation Awards. 3 beneficiaries equally won in the 2017 pitching contest in the LiveWIRE Make the Future Accelerator event held in Port Harcourt. This list tells you our beneficiaries meet you, and you can decide to include names in the annals of the Global Top 10 Innovators Award. The Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria Limited continues to sustain its commitment to support and grow businesses of youth in the Niger Delta. To the beneficiaries, today you are taking the first bold step in what we hope will be a long and fulfilling career in business, self-development, and skill optimization. In closing, on behalf of the NNPC SPDC JV, the LiveWIRE and the LiveWIRE program, I would like to thank the facilitators, Neokecci Multi-Concepts Company, the government, who has always been partners with us in this effort, for all their contributions towards the continuous effort and commitment to the success of this program. I especially commend each and every one of you, our beneficiaries today, for allowing us to work with you, to nurture your dreams, and to enable you birth your businesses. We wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so very much. Please let's put our hands together again for this man of value. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And it's an opportunity in the finishing part of your speech. You acknowledge the trainer of these beneficiaries. This is a time I would like us to please, because without this trainer, we won't have this finished product here today. In a special way, I would like to acknowledge the man who has been in this LiveWIRE for several years. I've seen him. He does it like a missionary job. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's acknowledge the CEO of Neo. That's your company name, right? Neokecci. Mr. Charles Wahine. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. You look like an attractive man.
I'm applying for what?
Yeah, thank you for what you do. You and your organization, you have trained several people, and like we always pray when you are a teacher, you pray that your children will grow one day and come back to say, Oga, thank you. So we look forward to that time too. Congratulations once again. Please let's put our hands together again. So we've come to a critical part of today's event. It's a panel session that allows us to look at one of the recent happenings in our industry. That means the industry you are getting involved in very soon, and to learn from it. So it's a panel session which we hope will mark the 20th year of the LiveWIRE in Nigeria. And we have some people in-house who share their perspectives. I just hope that you listen well and pick points that you utilize to grow your own journey as we talk about LiveWIRE. But today the topic is the new Startup Act. So many people may not even be aware of it, but there's something in the country that is now in use for the purpose for which you are getting into. We'll hear a little more about it as we have a panel section. So, to be in this section with me, I have 4 persons who are going to share perspectives and their understanding. In no particular order, I'd like to invite to this of the hall the CEO of Emobella Engineering Nigeria Limited, Mr. Precious Adeho. Mr. Precious, please. Thank you so much. He is a well sought after motivational speaker and sales coach. He holds a first degree in mechanical engineering from IIT Enugu and a postgraduate degree in management from the University of Nigeria. That's why I can call him Great Lion. You know, we who are lions, we're not too many. Currently, he's running his MBA with the Lagos Business School. He's a certified quality management system auditor and a member of the International Register of Certified Auditors. He's a life member of the Enterprise Development Center of the Pan-Atlantic University, and he was recently inducted into the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, in their Hall of Fame as an icon of hope and inspiration. He won the Shell LiveWIRE Global Top 10 Innovators Award and is happily married. So I like your wife's name, Lucky Adele. So you're very lucky, and they are blessed with you. Please let's applaud our speaker. Thank you. I also am pleased to invite Mrs. Ruth Enoch Agore, who is the CEO of Tokas Concepts. You're welcome. Please let's applaud her. She is an advocate for antibiotics with poultry and livestock farming, and very passionate about sustainable livestock farming. She's a graduate of mathematics and computer science. She's an Oracle certified database administrator who loves surfing the internet. She likes adventures, tours, and vacations. I like that last part, vacations. And she's very creative, innovative, blessed with strong cognitive ability. She founded Tokas Concepts, an agribusiness in 2018, with just 1 product and 10 farmers. Today, that has grown massively, and we are really glad that she's going to share with us what it is that she learned in this journey. Mrs. Enoch Agore, you're welcome. Please, let's put that together. We have with us another distinguished person. She has all the degrees that I'm afraid of. She's Bachelor's of Engineering, an MBA, PhD. I don't know yet what FICA is, but I have a feeling I'll fear that too. But ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Dr. Chiefs Ifeyinwa-Bat Akabo. You're welcome. She's an adaptable professional with over 25 years working experience and proven knowledge in leadership, problem solving, entrepreneurship, and workflow prioritization. Leveraging on her background in electronic engineering with a postgraduate diploma in management and MBA in marketing, she's a certified credit analyst, certification in life coaching, and PhD in credit management. Dr. Chiefs is positioned to proactively contribute to the growth of businesses regardless of size. She worked with the UBA Energy team. She was the first branch manager of the SVDC Industrial Area Branch in Port Harcourt in 2007 and led the team to break even within 6 months. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we need to applaud with asset putting of over $7 million. Her brief stint in market research and advisory services as a research assistant also prepared her for the strategic job roles she has handled. Madam, many things to talk about you, but thank you, and you are welcome. We really are happy you are with us. Thank you so much. We have with us the last panelist. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Beneficiaries Beresima as he comes to speak with us. You are welcome. Let's applaud him well. Let's applaud him well. He is the general partner of Reimagine Africa. He's also the CEO of Neokecci. He's a convener, startup Port Harcourt. That's why I said we need to acknowledge him and know him. The interesting thing is he studied mass communication and media at Dublin University. So I'm wondering, you move from mass comm into building businesses. Okay, so somebody is trying to give you additional qualification. So you read computer science, so he's in the field where you should take note of. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let us applaud him. But in all, that startup Port Harcourt, all of us will hold you by one hand to learn everything we can learn from you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the panel, and we'll be discussing matters that I believe you are all interested in. To dear panelists, thank you for taking time to come here. I know we have what we want to discuss, but feel free in the short time that we have to give us hints on things that can make these businesses succeed. I have at the back of my mind that even some of our dignitaries, our government officials are listening, because I see there's Ministry of Employment in the house and Education, and they all want to learn from your personal experiences and your thoughts on how we can move forward. We'll just start off with the startup to fully understand what the startup. So I'll ask each of you, especially those who have very deep knowledge of what startup art, to let us understand what it is. I know, Mr. Precious, you had talked on this before, so we'll start off with you. Please, what exactly is startup art, the startup art, and what is it supposed to do?
Okay, good morning everybody, and thanks for having me in this panel. Basically, the startup art is actually an art that is enacted to remove those bottlenecks that have made business not to thrive in the recent past. Basically, focus more in the tech-enabled business. So the act is actually put in place to remove those bottlenecks so that business can take off with ease, provide us an environment for tech-enabled business to run properly.
Is there any addition to this?
Okay, just to give like a brief history of the startup art so that you really know that it is different from all the other things that the government has been coming up with, like the SMIDA and the other acts. If you're familiar with the tech industry, you're a tech person here, let me see your hands. You're into tech, coding, e-commerce, and anything like that. This is for you. And so the technology ecosystem came together to enact this law with the federal government to say that, oh, tech is the next best thing in Nigeria. It's the next boom, oil boom, if I can say that. And so let us protect it. Let us give it a body environment. And so that's what the act is all about. So that's how it came. Just to add a bit of towards my Mr. Precious has said. And so what that does for us as entrepreneurs is that you now have a platform where you can thrive. With this Startup Act, you have an enabling environment for your idea and just to allow you both. There are a lot of waivers. I'm sure we'll get into all that later. There are a lot of support that the government deliberately and intentionally has provided for startups. And so that is basically the act.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I noticed something. When she asked how many of you are in tech, I really did not see anybody's hand raised. And I mean, that will definitely send maybe a wrong signal, and let me break it down. You will now think everything they're going to discuss there will not concern me. That's not true. I think it's a wake-up call for you to know that whatever you do can have a technology part infused to it. Technology is like water. It's faceless, it's borderless. It permeates every space. If you're the hairdresser, can you actually think about having an app around your services that can make it easier for someone far away to access you? Even have online consultations, create an app. It would stretch you a bit, but that is the future. That's a new oil. So I'll be glad if we all live here energized into thinking, what else can I add to my business to make it tech savvy and aligned to the next stream that's about to birth. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said. In fact, that brings me to you, Benny. Your organization is startup. Is it by chance or are you connected to Startup Act in any way? Just a bit, tell us about your organization and how it connects to this discussion.
Okay, thank you very much. So my organization is Networks. Networks is just two words coming together, internet and opportunities. So next opportunities, right? And we believe that this is the time for us to be able to leverage that. Now, what's the connection between that and startup is an interesting story. And for context, I'll just ask for time to explain that so we all understand what it's about. The term startup became popular during the dot-com era. Prior to the time, startup, as the word is a business that has just started up. However, when the internet was growing and we had dot-com, there was a boom at the time. Those who remember before Y2K. A lot of businesses came about. You had Microsoft, then you had the internet, and a lot of businesses came and within a short time became $100 billion businesses very quickly. And in a place like America where you have venture capitalists, these are people who have people's money and they're looking for where to throw the money into. Then these certain businesses became the priority of businesses that people wanted to visit, wanted to invest in. And that word startup had a new meaning because it started today and in 2 years' time it's a $100 million business. So investors were interested in it. And whenever people came with their business plans, the question investors like that would ask, is this a startup? And because these were tech-enabled businesses, then just like Google has become the name for anything, startup now became the name for anything that has to do with.
If I send it back, it'd be more far.
She has said, technology has become a part of our life. And what it has done is that every aspect of our life has to do with technology. I mean, it was unusual 25, 30 years ago for you to ask for someone's email address in the form, or for you to ask for someone's phone number. But today is unusual for you not to ask for an email address or a phone number. I mean, some people who went to school did not need email addresses, but today you need it for you to get into school. And so technology has become a part of our life. So that means that every business should be seen as a startup in the context in which the VCs in Silicon Valley at the time saw startup. So I believe that has explained.
Very well, and I'm really glad we went through that. Very helpful, and that brings me a bit back to the Startup Act. Now, my understanding is, and I think one of the speakers have mentioned it, it's designed to help new businesses. Yes, in the tech region, fundamentally, but everybody is in it. Or is it so restricted that if some of our people here are not in tech, they can't utilize anything in it? Is it available to everybody? Is anyone can answer that?
Let me go for it because basically my business is in the agro industry. If I read something different, so don't worry about that. But so my business is in agriculture, and so when the startup act came last year, and we were all looking at it, the truth is that, like he said, technology is becoming our way of life. It's becoming a culture that we are imbibing naturally. And so it is the next big thing. And so you have to catch in. There is a buy-in for everybody. It doesn't have to be the tech-based people. Although the law says you need to have an app or a software, but as a person now, I'm beginning to develop agri-tech tools where, as a farmer, to sell your products, your birds and all that, it's from from an app. You can join the app and declare that you want to sell it, and you get a buyer. Do you see that thing? That is me catching into the tech, into the startup act. And also, if you are into education, there's EduTech. You develop like an online course, and you develop all these educational tools.
Can I just sit in front there?
What the government is saying is that I want to protect this educational tool that you have made. You don't. The world is fast-paced, and you are obsolete if you are not on the internet. If you don't have a digital platform, and so for what we can do as young entrepreneurs is develop vehicles that we can catch into the startup act. It is all encompassing, if you ask me, though it looks like it is, exclusive to the tech industry, but if you develop a driver, you could get in it.
I really like that, because what I was trying to bring out from what all of you have said is our beneficiaries today need to go and look up this startup act and begin to ask questions how you can play a role in it, how you can benefit from this. We can't see all the answers here, but I'm sure before we leave here, you can take contact of the panelists and find out who can give you a bit more insight on this. But I would like to ask, what are the biggest challenges that this Startup Act has today? Is it being implemented in full? Are you familiar with how the implementation is making?
Okay, just before we get there, I just wanted to read out something under the Act. To be qualified as a startup company, the company has to be a holder or repository of a product or process of digital technology, or the owner or author of registered software. It's not that big. Just like she said, when you see this, just look for a way to squeeze yourself into the mold. So how is it being? The greatest problem I see, which can be addressed, because this act is less than a year old, is the government actually needs to set up technology hubs all over the country. Because the truth is that it's, as much as coding is the new thing, coding hasn't permeated all the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. And that is what makes us different from a country like China. If you go to China, technology is the easiest thing anybody tourist with, even up to India. So if we leverage on the population we have as a country, and set up tech hubs, not South region, one hub. 10 hubs per state, and we pursue it aggressively. Nigerians are resilient. Nigerians are full of ideas. And I tell you, for you hearing it now, why don't you think of pioneering a hub? Because the truth about it, new things when they come in is the first takers, the people that step in first, they are the best beneficiaries. Why not just start that way? So I think the very first thing we need to do as a nation, or if we want to drive this, is ensure that we have enough technology hubs, and also take it as far back to primary schools. Change our curriculum. Change our curriculum and let children know that tech is life. There's hardly anything that cannot be. I mean, I cannot go to the test. So I stop here so that the other panelists can
Okay, professors have this.
Okay, so one of the big challenges which I'm seeing in this startup is actually the piece of awareness. So the awareness is very lean. So the government have a lot of role. It's one thing to actually pass a good act. The act is actually very good, very, very good that everyone in business will find a way to tap into it. But the government need to look at how do we really cascade this information to the man at the bottom of the pyramid for him to really, he or she need to understand, oh, how can I take full advantage of this startup? Because if you look at it in a clear text, it's as if maybe it's just only those who read computer science and coding that can take full advantage. But everyone can take full advantage of this very act. It's for you to read, let's government take full advantage, okay, no, going to the nook and crannies, creating more awareness, let people understand the ABCD of this act, so that people can embrace it. For a man or a woman who studied agricultural science in school, once he hears into tech, he goes back to his shelves. So the main work is how do we drive this information to everybody to understand that tech has come to stay. You can't do business anywhere around the world without having your technology. So I think that's one way to go. That challenges that need to be addressed.
Indeed. And that's really well said. That's from the side of those who helped us to put on the act. Now, I want to come to those who are beneficiaries. So, are there things holding people back? Or how can people begin to tap into this? How can they get more information? Starting with the people in this room, and I can assure you this event is being recorded, so it will be played in other places. But what roles do people have, those who are in position to benefit from the act? Yes, Doctor.
Okay, I really like this question because this is where the work starts. What I normally would tell anybody that's an entrepreneur is that learning never stops. Learning never stops. The moment you feel you have achieved and you are just there, that's the beginning of the deterioration. So you need to open your eyes and look out for people doing the kind of business that you do outside your location. People that are far ahead of you, even outside this country, and see what they're doing. You should be able to create ideas that will solve problems. What are the peculiar problems that are in your area? You only make money when you solve problems. So your money is actually in solving those problems. When you find out those problems, how can you solve those problems using technology? Those are simple questions that when you answer, you should be able to provide something that would sell in the market. You don't create technical solutions just from your imagination. You should be tailored towards solving peculiar problems. And as long as you can solve peculiar problems, I think you're ready to start making your money. So look, what are the problems in your particular space and how can you leverage on technology to solve this? I give a typical example. Like she's saying in the agri space. Sometimes people don't even know where to get agro products. What if you have an app? Just like Gigi does. Gigi sells everything from cars. Why not if you come together and have an app for agri products? In Igbo land they have a Kemori app. On a Keke they know what they're selling. And within that app you say, if you want fresh mango within this period, we are up on Tuesdays between 9 and 12 noon. Very specific. And you make your noise from the social media. Sell your app and push your app. You'll be shocked
how far you can go. I think another typical example, when you come to agri products, when we talk about fruit, we hardly get good fruits in town. Some things we get like bananas in town, soaked overnight with chemicals. What if you have an app and you get those things fresh from the village and you target it to people that really need it? The real people that need it, that can access their phones, you make it kill. So find out what the problems are and then see how you can use technology to solve it.
And to what my sister, the doctor, has said, when you have that app, idea, when you go to maybe the first stage to develop that app, the next thing you want to do, and that's what the startup act is saying, that register this thing. And so you go to the company and allied act, and that's in the CSC portal. So there is this portal that the government has created. It's called the startup portal, something like that. When you register that idea as a company, it must be a limited liability company, and you quote to be on the startup act, you are given a label. And so that label, so your business is labeled as a startup. That qualifies you to get on the platform. Do you understand? That qualifies you to become recognized in the National Council of Innovative Digital Entrepreneurship. That qualifies you. So that is what the Startup Act is about. So when you have your idea, you go ahead and register it. Then the council comes in, the National Council comes in, push that idea for you. You see, push the idea for you, get these waivers, tax waivers for I think 3 to 5 years. So you have tax incentive, you have seed funding, you have training, training and I think in capacity building. So they start training. Then there is grants. There's a credit platform where you get funding, and there's export funds. So it is the next big thing.
This is really, really beautiful, and I keep stressing it. I hope that the young beneficiaries are listening. For me, what all of you are saying, this is not as difficult as it might sound to somebody who doesn't know anything about it. So we're creating awareness, but the action rests in the hands of those who are here. I have a rough question. Has anybody on the panel activated this startup act in their business?
Okay, you have.
Okay, so sorry I had to, because in reality, the act hasn't been implemented. It was only signed into law by the President on October 19th, 2022. Where we are now is at the point of putting together things in place for an effective implementation. And it's important for us to understand the role of government so that we can acknowledge and appreciate what the government has done. The Startup Act, the first African country to get that is Tunisia. I think French has a Startup Act. We have Kenya, and we have Senegal, and other African countries are going to have this. But what I'm saying is when it was passed into law, the team actually went to Tunisia to go and study how they had operated it, and some of the lessons are what will be included here, also lessons from France. So what has been done is that the Council for Innovation and Digital Innovation and Enterprise has been set up, which is a council that will be responsible for implementing the Nigeria Startup Act. Now, what makes that council and act effective is that it has on its seat the President and the Vice President, the Minister of Relevance ministries. So, Ministry of Finance is there, Ministry of Youth, Ministry of, I think, Economic Development, all the relevant ministries. The CBN government is also there. Then, stakeholders like the Computer Society and others are also there. I think a couple of weeks ago, there was a call for nomination for some representatives. So, it's been done in a very transparent manner. Now, what is going to happen is, in the next couple of days, weeks, and months, because the body language of the incoming administration shows real commitment. The president in his speech said he was going to open up 1 million jobs in the digital economy. He's talking about how he's going to optimize the Nigerian Startup Act. The floating of the Naira shows that Nigerian products will begin to be high in demand. And we've talked about digital products now, so it's time for entrepreneurs to now begin to put their products out there because there's going to be a very big demand for them. So these are the things that will be coming up. But over time, because things are happening faster than we even thought they would, over time, the portal will open and entrepreneurs will be welcome to apply to become labeled. Now, what does it mean to be labeled a startup? It means that you qualify for opportunities that the government and that Nigeria has to offer. What it means is that you are almost on the same level with your counterparts in other parts of the world. Because what's been happening is that with the advent of the internet, it has broken barriers. In academics, when we went to school, we had to go to library and get books. People in school these days, with their phone, they get, up-to-date information. You have young people who are on the same path, young people in Africa, with their counterparts anywhere in the world. But it also reflected in entrepreneurship. It meant that you had young people becoming billionaires in dollars in the right countries where the right policies were in place. But Nigeria, as resident as we were limited because there was no legal framework. And so opportunities like access to the markets was there. But funding for that, because we're not talking about the 100,000 naira here, we're not talking about 500,000 naira here. A young person in the right country has an idea and he can get funding as much as $1 million, $10 million. There's a young lady in Australia, she was in university and realized that she was having challenges, with graphic events and everything. I said, why don't I just do something easier? And those of you who know Canada, that's how Canada was born. Canada, the Australian government, gave her $1 million or so, because they give her that money because they say, don't take this thing out of the country. We want this developed here. Today, Canada is valued, it's a decade unicorn. It's valued at over $10 billion. Now, Nigerians have the potential to do that, but we do not have a framework that would unlock that potential. So no matter how hard you strive, because we talked about agriculture and everything, agri-tech, you meet challenges. So for instance, if you do an app now and you put it out there in the market, one of the first challenge you will meet is that middlemen go and meet these buyers, the farmers, and they pay them so that they can buy the product cheap. So if you say you want to come and take the orange to the international market, how about you, the person don't pay for my thing? He doesn't have money. How can you break that? You need a lot of money to outbuy that middleman and keep that thing running for at least 5 years before you begin to see the results. Who will give you that kind of money? But with a legal framework now, the person who has the money, rather than putting it in MMM, or land, he knows that, okay, the government protects him through incentives. which is in the document, if you see the Nigerian Startup Act, it makes provision for 30% tax benefit if you invest in a labeled startup. So in the next coming weeks or months, when people begin to apply and get the badge label, an HNI will invest in that startup, not necessarily because he believes that startup will succeed, but because he wants to get tax incentive. If he's not sure of whether he will get his money back, the law makes provisions for government guarantee. If you're a legal startup, and look, put your money here, we will guarantee it to a particular level that if it doesn't work, we will give you back the money. So it creates a lot of opportunities for our young people. And I would end by saying that, look, 20 years ago, I'm a software developer. I choose to say I'm a journalist. My story is very interesting. That's a story for another day. But 20 years ago, who is a techie, a software engineer, and all of that? Today, anybody who has a mobile phone is a techie. Because experts have said that the computer, our mobile phone, is stronger than the computer that sent man to the moon. So if you're able to operate your phone, you are a techie. And you qualify to become a startup and qualify to be a startup. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. So much that we can really discuss. The time, of course, does not end it. So I'll just ask one last question from Dr. Chief. He said something that I think we should confirm, that once the app takes off, there's enough money to back up any business of funding. Are you confirming that, yes, we can indeed get money easily to get it?
I think thanks for that question. I think the more important thing here is, do we have government backing? Once we have government backing, money will appear. And like you rightly said, the body language of this administration, they are running faster than we thought. So welcome to greater days ahead. So I strongly believe that once this has government backing, there will be enough money. There will be enough money. I'm certain.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be good to give you an opportunity to ask one or two questions. I know the Ministry of Youth is central to some of these, so I would like to ask the PAMSEC if you have a question or a comment on these. We'll bring the microphone to you if yes. Any comment? Is there any?
Yes, thank you very much. I want to especially appreciate and thank the panelists. They've made very useful contributions, open our eyes to very many areas that people were not very familiar with. I believe strongly that the government contribution to whatever we are discussing is more of a national government contribution. We have our peculiarities when it comes to states, and this act is an act that covers Nigeria. And I believe strongly that once implementation comes on board, the states like Rivers State, of course, will be the first 5 that will key into it, that we are showing. Having said that, I also believe strongly that this partnership between NNPC, SPDC, Total, AGIP, JVC, and LiveWIRE will continue. One major thing I was looking out for was whether the spread was very equitable. And that is one area I have told my management that I will really hinge on. But to a large extent, looking at this book, I am here to again and again commend the operators of LiveWIRE. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Any question, 1 or 2 that we can take? Anybody? If you indicate with your hand, we'll bring the microphone to you. Okay.
Okay. Thanks to share life. Thanks to Neokecci. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to stand here. I will always be grateful and always. I so much appreciate. My question is, how can small enterprise like us join this new development, even after leaving this place today, in order to keep us updated to join? Thank you so much.
So, do we have one more question so that we know? Okay. Do you want to take the question?
I just wanted to say to him that this was what my colleague said, that the portal will soon be open. And when it's open, you just the way we know about it, that is how we also know that it's been open. You just log in and follow the procedures. This is something that is cooking up, but we expect that it will be faster according to the language and signal that this current government is sending. So just be patient. It's not something you run with as you live here, but just keep your eyes open, and when it's up on the internet, you can also get really good and you feel comfortable.
Thank you. And just to add that if you go to the website, Nigeria Startup Act.ng, you will see a lot of information there, and you can sign up to get their newsletters. You can also follow them on all the social media platforms, and you get there. So just for it, just to add that one of the latest updates is that I'm just saying this because of the feedback from the Ministry of New Development, my people, that Kaduna State was the first state to domesticate the Nigerian Startup Act. So Kaduna State has a startup law, and I see my honorable website to make sure that the River State becomes one of the first 5 to domesticate that state.
That's beautiful. So we have an appointment fixed already for you, sir. Oh, beautiful. So that's beautiful. That question, you still have it? Yes, please.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thanks for all the words. I'm really very encouraged. I'm sorry, when you asked about the 10%, I think everybody is now a 10% one way or the other, but I'm also in the field of tech trainings. So I want to ask, it is not as sweet as you are making it sound, because I am from, I think I would say, an urban rural area where you train people, and we are trying to introduce new tech skills to them. So they come at the beginning with that enthusiasm of learning, and then they see the workload. It's not fast making, not a fast money making business the way they expect it to be, and they back out. So how do you keep this fire burning in the next 5, 10 years? How do you keep encouraging these children over time that they need to be rugged, they need to be dogged if they want to take over this tech space? Thank you very much.
No pain, no gain. So, if you're in music and entertainment, Jay-Z said something, that the genius in the thing we did was that we didn't give up. You never give up. Now, you're in training, the tech training space, and if you follow the news of the previous administration, one of the things they were selling as the achievement was that Nigeria had 5 unicorns. What's a unicorn? A unicorn is a private business that is valued at $1 billion or more. And between 2015 and now, the country has seen between 5 and 6 unicorns. Now, I'm saying this for a reason. Of the unicorns, you have InterSwitch, you have Andela, you have Flutterwave, you have Jumia, and you have OPay. Right? Now, Andela falls within your category, training people for better job opportunities, probably global. And if you take the time to learn from his story, he will tell you that, look, what you're going through is what he went through. But like Jay-Z said, never give up. Because they kept on moving, changing offices from one to the other and everything until they met that investor who saw the potential, and the rest they say is history. He went on to be the reason why Mark Zuckerberg came to Nigeria. Mark Zuckerberg came to Nigeria even without the federal government knowing. He left and went to Kenya before the government knew and quickly tried to bring him back. That was the reason. What you're doing. So if you do not give up, especially at the time when we have an act, because this happened when there was no act. If you don't give up at the time when we have an act, then maybe one day we'll sit down here and hear your story.
And just to add briefly, whatever challenge you're facing with getting young people to stay true to what it is you're doing, it's not your problem, it's a Nigerian problem. We're in an environment where people like things very fast, Yahoo and all that. And it will take a lot of reorientation for people that hitherto thought that money is something you pluck out of the trees to believe that it's something you have to work for. And like you rightly said, it's not enough to make you give up. Consistency is important. And please, in as much as the government is trying to push tech, everybody cannot be a techie. You will still end up sieving from the critical mass, the people that will really stay there. And truly, if you hang in long enough, you should be able to reap the benefits. So it's a Nigerian thing. We see it even in the workplaces now. A lot of people are jackpot, and we're struggling with keeping up with the millennials in the workforce now. Does it mean that offices will close? We will devise different ways of coping. So we just adapt ourselves as we see our situations and then keep hoping for the best. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. You know, he talked about companies, and I was looking at all of us. Who knows about OPay here? Who uses OPay? Okay, I'm seeing the hands. Let's be sure. Do we know the company called OPay?
Yes.
We know the man, Mark Zuckerberg, right? Who knows Netflix? Can anybody guess how old Netflix is? Not on the panel. Anybody? How old is Netflix? Okay, when did we really know Netflix? Just give me a year. Anybody? 5 years ago.
2 years.
If I told you Netflix is about 20 years, would you believe? Because something just happened. They've been there. Nobody, all of us were used to VHS and television and DSTV. But something happened called COVID. And Netflix became, and is still there. In fact, I still watched a film recently, the Woman King. So Netflix now is competing with Hollywood and everybody else. They didn't give up. And the man, read the history, Google it, said they were discouraged many times. But they didn't give up. InterSwitch also went through a difficult time. At a stage, they were begging people to be the chairman, MD of InterSwitch. Nobody wanted to get there. Because I'm sure our dignitaries remember when having ATM card was impossible because nobody believed if you are able like me, please give me my money cash. I don't want this thing about me to. But today, is there anybody who doesn't have an ATM card or a debit card or credit card? Can you survive without it? So please, do not give up. That's what the panelists are saying. Be encouraged. You do have a future if you know what you are really doing. I think it's a good time to end our conversation, isn't it? But it's not the end of the conversation. So I ask you, please, the things they've asked you to do, Google, search for information, and in the period of this program, please meet up somebody and exchange cards. Begin to think whether you can be, either you as an individual or as a group, be the next, what would that be called again? Unicorn, I mean. Amen. Thank you. Please, can you put your hands together for this panel? Okay. Mr. Angel, can you join us in this picture? So that you remember that you were here, 20th year. Hedziba, we see you around. Please come join this picture. Hedziba is Mama LiveWIRE. Please. Thank you very much. Please let's do that together to the panel. Wonderful. Please do not forget, make sure you make contact. Networking is as critical as tech and finance. You never can tell. Thank you. We are at a stage where we'll be quick to round up this program. And we really will be glad if we can get some good messages, especially from dignitaries who are here with us and we are open. Please, if you indicate, I'll bring the microphone to you for the good message.
Thank you very much. The manager, social performance, social investment. Hearing a lot of grammar. The manager, community, and public relations as well. My colleague, permanent secretary, and directors represent the panelists. Great indeed. The organizers of this very important program. The very important Ayara also, Ayara. I must not forget you because this woman has really called and in fact, I think they will promote you for what you do. They will call almost 2 or 3 times. The master of ceremony, oftentimes people will forget when they are appreciating people. You've done very well. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me thank God Almighty for making this day a success. Because I do hope that if the weather is not clement and the environment is not all right, this very program will not go. Let me also thank the LiveWIRE management for making our coming possible. I believe strongly when I got this invite, I was very curious in the sense that as a ministry of youth development, most of what LiveWIRE, JVC, SPDC program is doing is still up towards youth development, and that is our key mandate as a ministry, in line with our vision, which is to develop Rivers youth in all ramifications, so as to be gainfully employed or be able to be self-reliant and carry out their duties, their family life the way they should. As a mission statement, we do prepare our Rivers youth, not only for the present, but for future engagements. And exactly what this program is all about. And so I must emphasize that the partnership and collaboration will be stronger now and forever. If the major objective is to see how young men and women will take up options, LiveWIRE ventures that will make them very, very comfortable in their life, then we don't have any option. However, I am compelled to make some observations, one of which I have said that has to do with the spread. When you say this program is for the Niger Delta states, I really wanted to find out whether it was effectively distributed. And taking a look at this program or brochure, I have seen that, yes, my state, of course I talk for River State, not for other states, is heavily represented and the people are well taken care of. The other area I look at is linkage. We have decided to dissociate the ministry from a lot of NGOs and partners who come, they want to do training, they want to do this. The question is, after all this training, what happened? And the same thing goes to LiveWIRE. If my records are true, out of almost 8,000 training, okay, 8,000 is for the 20 years, but I don't know the number for this year. But out of the trainees, I only observed that only 8 persons have been linked. It is important that we create that haven where we're able to link most of our graduates from where they are to both local and international markets, where they find themselves useful. Oftentimes, after training, even NDDC has fallen short of that. After training, the people are left behind and there is no market for them to practice or show their skills. It's very important that we should consider that. The other aspect I look at is monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation in every program is key, and if we have to really go a step further after 20 years of running this program, we should start looking at what have we benefited from the graduates who have passed out, how many of them are doing well, the number of persons or percentage of persons that are running this business after 4 or 5 years that are still on the business. We should set out some key performance indicators that will enable us to begin to measure whether this program is a success or not. It's very, very important. The other aspect I looked at is involvement of government. I was discussing with the manager that I have been in Ministry of Youth Development for about 3 years. I'm not conversant with this program. I also asked my colleague who is in employment generation. He said he's not conversant. I said, how then is this selection process done? Is it just all? Again, you can do it outside government, but try as much as you can, and not just to invite government. In the period of making up this, let government also be aware. For record purposes, I must be frank, and I don't have a name, because what you are doing is not known to government. It's not in our database that social period, SPDC, LiveWIRE, train social persons in social areas. We should have these records, please. It will help us when we are sending our data to national and other bodies, that this is what SPDC is doing in Niger Delta in terms of youth empowerment, youth engagement, youth training, whatever. It's very important. Finally, I must also make this very important view in the sense that one major area when I got to Ministry of Youth Development we looked at was the area of skill acquisition. How can we partner with SPDC, LiveWIRE, JVC to make sure that outside what we are doing, at the state level or at NDDC or Nigeria Delta level, we have an incubation center, a regional incubation center, which is like a technological hub too, where most of what we are talking about in various sectors and departments will be looked into. And most of our facilitators will be engaged, so that if we say, because immediately look at ordinary garrison junction, where computers, handsets are sold, you'll be surprised that some of the things you send abroad to handle, technologically, those boys will handle it. So I am of the view that we should put it in our budget or in our proposal that we, government, we are ready to partner with you to ensure that an incubation center, incubation to business centers, because it's not just for training, people will come there as a market to get our products too. So let us try to ensure that we can think towards that direction, to have a regional incubation center where if people have skilled training at the LGA level, they can move advanced way to a particular place, because even in the repair or production, there are basic levels and there are advanced levels. So I believe that if my plea will be considered by the giant NMPC, SPDC, Total, and if I work on them alone can handle it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody. Let me just add a little. I think I've said a lot of what I wanted to say concerning this training. 20 years down the line, I have been in employment generation and empowerment. Never heard of this LiveWIRE program. I don't know how you source the applicant or the beneficiaries. I don't know. I think we, the government, represent the people, the youth. Some of these things, it's not just to invite us to come and see how you distribute your circle pack. You engage us from the beginning so that we follow up. I must sincerely thank Mrs. Sahara, who persistently was calling that we should come. But then, is it to come and see or to be part of what you're doing? Let me talk for my state, River State. I can see a lot of names here. We know ourselves. The names does not connote River State. Some of them are Yoruba name and other things, which is wrong. We need to be part of what you're doing. If you want to source the applicant or the participants, come to us. From local government to local government. It's not just the area where you operate in. It should spread. That is my own. Please, thank you very much for inviting us. I want to.
I think I need to come to the front so I can adequately respond to government officials who are joining us today. Are there any beneficiaries from River State present here today? So maybe later you will come and introduce yourselves to our honorable famsec. Okay, so thank you very much. I think it's all in the spirit of continuous improvement. Certain things I've taken away from what I've heard. One is communication. That you've been in the ministry for three years now, sir, and you've never heard of the LiveWIRE program. That means we have a lot of work to do in terms of the communication. Because we've been doing this program for 20 years. And I've been working for Shell for 26 years now. At a point, I was the global lead of this Shell LiveWIRE program for all the Shell companies all over the world. Okay? So this is a program that we have incubated over the years. And just like you said, monitoring and evaluation is built into all our social investment programs. Indicators that we track. Our beneficiaries over the years, we know how many of them are still in business, because one of the key metrics of performance is that they remain in business 3 years after they're established. As you know, for entrepreneurs, 80% of our entrepreneurs' businesses fail within the first year of startup. So we track them, we monitor them. In fact, the grants that they get, we don't give it to them all at once. We give them a tranche, we have activities that they should use that for, and then we inspect to make sure that they have fulfilled all those requirements before they get the second tranche. So we do our best to monitor them. And for us to have been doing this for 20 years, it shows you that the program is beneficial. So I take the issue of having to engage the government and to work with the government in co-creating the solutions. So we're going to take you up on that, and I've exchanged my details with you. The other point is around selection. So for us in Shell, we say we are an equal opportunity employer. Same thing for our social investment programs. When we want to do anything, whether it's scholarship that we offer, whether it's the LiveWIRE program, we open it to everybody. And the beneficiaries here, do any of you, do you know anybody in Shell before now? The process is straightforward. You put it in the net, anybody who has access can apply, you meet the eligibility requirements, you are selected. We don't need to know you from Adam. As long as you're a member of, your origin, state of origin is Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, that's all. We select you. So we continue to work, and of course, like you said, we cannot do it on our own. So the area of improvement is for us to collaborate more with the government and see how we don't just invite you here for closing ceremony, we are also part of the process of what we're doing. So we take that feedback. And then to the panel discussants, I want to say on behalf of Shell, a massive thank you. What we have learned from you, sitting here in the last 15-20 minutes, people go to school to learn that, you know. So we're really grateful to you. We really appreciate all that you have shared with us, and I'm sure these budding young entrepreneurs would have taken away 1 or 2 points to follow up on, to help to enhance their businesses. And very clearly, our brother said, no pain, no gain. All of us know Victor Osimhen today, but before that one Victor Osimhen broke to the limelight, there are hundreds of thousands of Nigerian footballers who are struggling but have not broken through. There are likewise also thousands of entrepreneurs like yourselves who are grinding it out there. So if you want to succeed, you must put in the effort, you must persevere, and you must learn from those who have gone ahead of you. The tech space is where everybody is playing in now. You don't have to be a techie to play in the tech space. That's what we've learned today. You don't have to be a program, a software engineer or a computer scientist to play in the tech space. There was a gentleman, I was reading his story. He went overseas to study. When he got to London, he was looking for accommodation. There was a website. He just quickly found accommodation. In 2 hours, he had found a flat. So he finished his studies. He came back to Nigeria. He started looking for accommodation. There was no website. He struggled so much in Lagos, and that guy opened up a website now. I think it's Property Finder. And so it's huge, just because he solved the problem. The panel discussants told us, which problem is your business solving? Everybody cannot be providing the same service. What differentiates you is what will mark you out for significance. Which problem do you want to solve? Or how is your business going to differentiate itself from the thousands that are doing the same thing. That's what you should focus your effort on. So I encourage you, take to heart what you've learned from this panel discussion. It's very rich, and the future is yours to make. And to all our guests who have come, our government officials, my colleagues, we want to say a very big thank you to you for coming. And to Hepzibah and the team and Shegun, our government relations, who ensured that we had all the government dignitaries present today. We really say thank you to all of you, and encourage you to continue to support us, to help our youth really make the best out of their lives. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you remember the two Ogas said Ayara promotion. Ayara, are we on the same line? Wonderful. Please be encouraged, our young entrepreneurs, be encouraged. This program today is really to highlight you and to encourage you. And they've given you examples of people who were entrepreneurs. And they went into it not sure or hopeful. And today we're talking about them. The InterSwitch of this world didn't start with $1 billion. With your kind permission, I just remember as we were talking, a young Nigerian who Japan, a doctor, he said Japan, a young Nigerian Japan, and he thought maybe when you Japan, you go to America or Europe, it is easier. It's still the same philosophy. You have to know what you want to give out, you persevere, and results come out. He's an artist, and he went there, thought he could do artwork and sell more in dollars and have big money. He wasn't making headway, so he decided to do what he knew from watching his mother, who was a spiritual leader. So he started designing on people's body. So if you allow him, he will just do an art on you. You know, some people talk about tattoo. His own wasn't tattoo, his own was something you could wash off, but you could do it to last longer. And in the process, I think he did for shoes also, just to sell something and get. In the process, Beyonce, the Beyonce we all know, was looking for something unusual for her video. And somebody, somehow she got to see a bit of this guy and called him. The guy said the first time he got the phone call, and the man said, I'm Beyonce, he said, these people, they have come again. And he dropped it. And the person called again and actually convinced him, and he went. Today, he designs, I think some of you must have seen that video of Beyonce when people were wearing art on their bodies. He designed that, and of course, he didn't need to jump anywhere again. He has, with that word, that he don't blow. So who knows? Do your own beat. You might just be discovered where you are without you having to go. Just persevere. Well done, everybody. Well done. Please let's put our hands together for ourselves. We are all wonderful. We are that place where we like to give some prizes, prize for innovation, and to help us with this. I'd like to invite Hepzibah or Tekina, my colleague, who is always working on LiveWIRE. Yes, let's applaud Hepzibah for coming. Well done, Hepzibah.
Thank you, everyone. All protocols observed. We have some young people who have been outstanding in our midst. Yes, we know that business is not easy being a startup, but some people have been in the trenches. They refuse to give up like we have just learned. So we're just, not everyone has tried, everyone has done well, but some of us are more outstanding. So we just call them so that we can encourage them and also encourage the rest of us here to also do more. Whenever you go above the bar, he will always be recognized for innovation, for resilience. So we'll start with the Young Business Leaders Award. So this award is given to...
Sorry to interrupt you. To help us give this award, Nabiho microphone as I guess one papa. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud as we invite from the Rivers State Ministry of Employment Generation, the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Samuel Eguma, to please come help us.
So the first name we have here is Mr. Aka Godwin Ajayi. Please come forward for your award. Mr. Aka Godwin Ajayi.
Sorry, I'm currently not in Port Harcourt. Hello, can somebody hear me?
Okay, you're online. Please, let's appreciate
Yes,
you. Let's give you a big appreciation. So you've been awarded with a platform, being a young business leader in a very short time. You started your business, or you were trained in LiveWIRE in 2022, and your business has been innovative. Your business has solved problems for people in your community. So we want to recognize and appreciate you for this. Thank you, Mr. Godwin. The next awardee is Mr. Eyo Insisong Joseph, if you are here. LiveWIRE covers 8 states in Niger Delta, so you may hear some names that are not rivers or maybe not Delta. It's 8 states, so we have LiveWIRE, River State, Bayelsa, Delta State, Edo State, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Imo, and Abia State. And the River Center trains people from River State, Cross River, Imo, and Abia, and Akwa Ibom State. So if you're looking at the brochure and you see a name that is not from River State, they were trained in the River Center, even though their numbers are quite small. So we can't go to Imo State to train just a few people, or Cross River State just to train a few people, just to bring some clarity on that. So the next awardee is...
Thank you, I'm sorry, you're online.
You're online. Right, Mr. Ayo. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we will keep your plaque, and you will collect the plaque when it's convenient.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
Thank you. So the next awardee is Miss Justina Omenebu. Justina Omenebu. Congratulations, Ms. America. Congratulations.
Energy, JVC, and the government of the Niger. So we give you this recognition of your excellent performance.
So the next young business leader in our midst here is Mr. Kelvin Ipade. Are you online or on site? Kelvin Ipade. Okay, we'll just move on. Okay, we have Gift Mary. Are you encourage her? Congratulations. I'd like to know how old is your business?
Business is 5 years old.
All right, so want to recognize you. Congratulations. This plaque is come this way. So this plaque is
on behalf of SPDC, NFPC, Total Energies, and the entire Nigerian state, I give you this in recognition of your excellent performance.
Okay, last but not the least, this award goes to Oscar Owandu Obilo. Oscar Owandu Obilo, are you on site or online? Maybe he's online. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to.
Thank you very much, sir. Please applaud our family. Thank you so much. The online people who get it physically very soon. We are now into the second round. Yes, the best beneficiaries for the 2022 training. And to help us with that, we'd like to invite the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Youth Development, if you honor us, Dr. Roland Toge-Wise.
So this recognition goes to Josephat Ashi, overall best in the training and best in River State. You're not around on this one. All right. Okay, so our next award goes to Mr. Isaac Tuoye, best in Yenegua, best training in Yenegua Center. Please come in.
On behalf of Shell LiveWIRE, this is a special recognition award presented to you, Toye, the daughter of the governor of State, as best performing 2022 beneficiary in Egua Center on this day, 15 June 2023.
Finally, our special recognition award goes to SCT Julius Ogeneyoma for best performing beneficiary in the Warri Center. Congratulations.
Yes, on behalf of Shell LiveWIRE, this is a special recognition award presented to you as best performing 2022 beneficiary Warri Center on this day, 15th June 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. Please let's applaud the Prime Minister. thank you so much and congratulations to all the beneficiaries. Special congratulations to those who distinguished themselves in that number. We're looking at all of you making us proud. I liked it when I saw the lady say 5 years of doing this business. So she has broken through. Mr. Ayim, you mentioned businesses often die in the first 3 years. She's broken through, and we are expecting even greater results from all of you, because no one person has that ability to break through. All of you have it. We are looking that we'll invite you one day and you come and tell us, oh, I won this award 6 years ago, and I'm still moving on, doing newer things, being the president, female president. The lady said so. But for you to go on, we need to induct you into the group of those who have gone through these. And to help us with that, in a special way, we are happy that we have beneficiaries who have gone on to do great things. They are here. So I believe it's proper that they welcome you into the group. So please allow me to invite Mrs. Ruth Enoch Adore, Mr. Precious, please come. Guided by Mr. Jumanalani, please, let's welcome. This is where you were inducted into it, so you will lead us in.
Okay. First of all, let me thank the management of NNPC, SPC, Total, now joint venture for the opportunity we are given. I was given the opportunity in 2014, and
mine was 2018.
Okay. So it's been a good journey. I just want to say a seed has been placed into your hand. The same seed was placed into my hand in 2014, but we were given 2015. And I have moved that seed into a forest that I see growing. So the same seed has been put into your hands. And I look forward to many years from today, when you equally come to this side of the divide, to say the same word that the seed is given to me in 2020, or 2022, or 2023, and I've equally grown it. So you're welcome to, I call it the Hall of Fame of Share LiveWIRE. You're welcome to the alumni, and keep making progress, and God bless you in your hand.
So I want to join my colleague to welcome you too. This is for us 20 years. But let me tell you, one very important thing that stood out for me these 20 years is the handling. It's not the seed capital, it's the handling that Share LiveWIRE gives us. They're always checking. So don't worry. When you come to this side, you're not alone. Share LiveWIRE will support you across the numbers of years that's required to get you standing. And I have a testimony, and I want to appreciate Share LiveWIRE for this. Thank you for holding us for these past years. I want to welcome you to the Hall of Fame. Mr. Ferris, can you please rise?
All the beneficiaries, graduating beneficiaries, please.
And so on behalf of the NNPC, SPC, Total Energies, now of Joint Venture Celebrate, we celebrate you and we welcome you into the Share LiveWIRE Hall of Fame. Thank you, and keep the flag flying.
Right. Congratulations, everyone. Please sit down. Thank you.
It's okay, no problem. Just to join these distinguished alumni who are making waves to also welcome you into the prestigious Share LiveWIRE alumni. You're welcome.
We'll just take, yes, thank you. We'll just quickly, we have two of them here. I hear 2014/2015, I hear 2018, 2019. Please, I wish we had enough time, but please tell us what your journey has been like.
Okay, so I come from a very poor home. If you've been to Benin before, there's a roundabout in Saple. I used to sell bread in that place. I started to train myself to technical college. In fact, I didn't know I was going to go to school. So my mom said go to technical college. Then after that, I joined Nigerian Breweries. And in 2014, I stumbled into the Share LiveWIRE project while surfing the internet. Then I looked at those who have actually done the program. There's a lady who is a carpenter in Ugele. So I tried to use the strength of the internet to narrow it down to get her contact. I went to join her on Facebook, shouted her up, and I got her phone number, and I asked a lot of questions. I applied, I was shortlisted, I don't know anybody, I was in Lagos. In fact, I didn't have accommodation to stay when I came to do the training in a Wellington hotel. I was sleeping in PTI, sleep in a classroom in PTI. So I take the class in the morning to evening. In evening, I'll go to PTI. I don't know anybody in PTI, but I just people go to study during the evening. I'll sleep in the morning, but I made friends. So I told one guy, I came to do one training here. I got it. So in the morning, I go take bath with them, come to the class, and I finished the program. I went back to Lagos, and in 2015, I started in Mobile Engineering Nigeria Limited. The knowledge I got from that training, that's what I want to pass to the new graduate. The knowledge I got from that training actually helped me a lot. I've won a lot of grants. So what you are giving to, why I say it's a seed, is the knowledge you are giving, not the seed capital, the knowledge. So I've won the Share LiveWIRE, the Top 10 Research Award, I've won the Tony Foundation Grant, I won the UWIN, 10 million, I won the Academy of Engineering. I've gotten 4 all express paid trip to the UK, to Germany, to Aberdeen. Through the knowledge of what I've gotten. The business has been very good. We've burned out sometimes, but it's growing every day. We have a total of 23 staff right now. We have registered business in the US. The one in Nigeria is Mobile Engineering. The one in the US is Mobile Automation. We are working for a lot of companies. So anything Dangote, from salt, sugar, anything Dangote work with them. 7-Up, Coca-Cola, Nigerian Breweries, Cronex. It's been a good journey. So I am saying you can equally do the same. For there to be an enviable destiny, there's a price to pay. So a seed that they're giving to you, please pay the price. You can see that today, and we'll meet in Bahamas to say, let's pay the money.
This is my senior colleague. Okay, so but how I started business was, when your parents retire from Shell, forgive me, sir, they carry you along to come and do a business that you didn't train for. So my parents retired from Shell and went into farming and dragged me along. I was just a child coming out of university. I read mathematics and computer science, and so. But I started farming, went into livestock farming, fisheries and poultry. But I always wondered, how I can produce my own products. So I will mix things in the house, gari, many things, and just form my own formula and give to the fish, and they will come out different. And so I this rings a bell with me. And so I got some small money and began to do something from head knowledge, and I got my hands really burnt and lost all my capital, either it was even in debts and all that. But I now saw the form online on Share LiveWIRE and said, okay, what's this? And I didn't know anybody, and I filled the form and I got shortlisted. I attended the program. They said there was a seed capital, but we need to follow you. But I said, that's not a problem. Something that I've been doing since. And I was like, okay. So we entered into it and we got the first seed funding, and I brought my first import of products. What do? I basically produce organic products for poultry, so that people don't use chemicals and drugs. And I must tell you, it's really close to my heart, because if you notice, people are losing the use of antibiotics. The antibiotics you are taking before is not working again. Why? Because farmers like me are pumping it into the beds you are eating. And so I've taken upon myself to produce organic products for poultry farmers and livestock farmers. And the business has been good, because it's a new niche, and I think together. How do you grow? The first thing is to find your niche. I moved from poultry, I moved from being a regular farmer to producing my own products. Today, we have 7 products in the market. We have about 20 distribution all over the nation. And I have won the AGMIS 10 million naira for funding. I'm also a Shell, first of all, I'm a Shell Young Business Leader Award. So that person awarded. See, look at me, I'm your motivation. I really want to thank Ms. Hepzibah and Mr. Shegun. They've been handholding me, and for these past years, they've just been with us, pushing us into the corridors, different frontiers to say, Ruth, do this one, Promise, Precious, do this one, Precious, apply for this. And so you get all that. They will not let you be. Thank you so much, everyone.
Just to add, our business, we're into welding and fabrication, so we build storage tank, we do gas pipeline, diesel pipeline, water pipeline, we're into inspection and control, so end-to-end, calculation of process instrument, we build electrical panels, so if you're owing my money, please don't take it.
Please, let's put our together for this. Wonderful. You know the beauty of it, please, guys. Thank you. We appreciate you. The beauty of it that we noticed earlier on, you come in here with an idea. 5 years, 6 years down the line, you are not, that idea has given birth to several other ideas and all of that thing. So please come in with the energy. You can see both of them energetic. They were on radio last week or so speaking about how to make it happen for yourself. And in here, we have people who are doing everything to help you succeed. It's really beautiful, Mr. Febresima. I'm really glad to meet you, and I do know we'll still get the chance to blow these ideas, this knowledge that people need to have. Dr. Chiefs, I am glad you have assured us that ego is not the problem. Idea is a thing. Come up with ideas and you get it. I really must appreciate all of you for the time you have spent with us, and to help us do that very well. Mrs. Hepzibah, please come. Let's thank our guests, and it's been a beautiful time. I have enjoyed every moment here, and I hope you have too. Have you enjoyed yourselves in all that you've been hearing? Yeah. Great.
Wow, it's been a very interactive morning. Without you in the room, there's nothing, or there's no way we could have done this. So, standing on the existing protocol, we, the LiveWIRE team, want to give appreciation and profound thanks to the dignitaries that are seated here, all our government officials. Yes, you came at this short notice, and we really appreciate it because we know that your time, you have a lot in your hands, but you made a sacrifice to be here and even bore with us even as we started the program late. We appreciate you, we appreciate your partnership, we appreciate your support and endorsement to the NNPC, SPDC, Total Energies, and now JV. We thank you for coming and sitting throughout this event. God bless you. Do not take it for granted. We also thank the leadership of SPDC, represented here by Mr. Emmanuel Ayim, our social performance and social investment manager. The input you put into this program, it's so, we appreciate you so much. And the hand-holding, all the corrections, thank you very much for the professionalism you bring into it. We are really grateful. We also want to thank all SPDC leaders online, the communications manager, BAM. We want to thank SALT. We want to thank all our colleagues. We want to thank Dr. Sophie Hosford. Yes, we want to thank all our colleagues that are online, that have followed throughout this event, and those that are in the room. Please, we do not take it for granted. Thank you for your continuous support. We want to thank our proud LiveWIRE graduates today. It's not been easy. of fuel subsidy. We know the challenges you had to face to find yourself here, the transportation cost. But thank you for making those sacrifices. Thank you. Just want to thank our colleagues from the IT team. They've been working with us for some days now. They are the first to arrive to set up. Thank you so much, Obed. Thank you with your team. We thank you all. We want to thank our comms team as well. It's been an integrated delivery for us. Without the comms team, we thank you all. You know yourselves. Michael, we thank you. We thank all of you. Tony, yes, in Lagos. We want to thank again our MC and anchor for the day, Mike Adande. Thank you for the flavor you brought into the event. You really made a difference. Thank you. We want to thank our government relations colleagues, as Meshach, Ejaita. We want to thank Judith. God bless you for all that you do. And then we want to thank our LiveWIRE beneficiaries that came from other states. Ruth, I want to thank Precious. You came all the way from Lagos, as busy as you are. We do not, and whenever we call on Precious, he always answers. And he comes all the way from Lagos. Each time we call on him. Precious, we thank you. We value you. And the mentoring you do, you know, we thank you. The younger LiveWIRE beneficiaries, sometimes he helps to mentor them. We thank you, Ruth, with your busy schedules. We thank you for coming here. I know the schedule that you are running right now. Thank you very much for coming all the way from Warri, and your trip was not an easy one. The itinerary was crazy, but you made it. Thank you very much, Ruth. And we want to thank everyone in the room who might not have mentioned your name, but Amma and Bena are not here, but we thank you for your support, for all the branding. Ayo, thank you. And our SPSI team, everyone that is here, Ebele Charity, we thank everyone that has been a part and partnered with us to make this program a success. I want to thank our dear panelists. Oh, we thank you so much for that interesting time we had. That conversation is so inspiring, and we hope that it will not just be an inspiring conversation, but that when we meet again next year, we will have some tangible results from this conversation we've had this morning. And we also wish you all the best, you know, as you move on with other things that you do. I want to also say to our LiveWIRE beneficiaries, please feel free to network. This event is also a networking event. Collect numbers, especially from the panelists. You may need them to be your mentors. There are people all over the room that you are free to collect their numbers and ask for mentorship. So thank you, everyone. I want to wish you journey mercies as you go back to your various destinations. Thank you. And if we did not mention your name, it wasn't intentional. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ziga. And I'm really grateful. We'll just quickly take pictures. And I invite all beneficiaries to come out quickly. Please come out quickly. There's a check that I know you're all expecting. Please come out quickly. But we also invite our dignitaries to please join us in this picture session. Mr. Ahim, I know your presence is also needed as the community people are having the HCBT event. Thank you for taking time to be here. Can our dignitaries be at the center? Or no, since there's going to be a big check thing, dignitaries will not have to be at the center. Let the check be around those who are taking it home. Please, help us be. Yes. All right. Yes. Can we where's the check? Yes, please.
Please, let's go back. Let's go back. Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's go back, please. So you can.
Yes, please, our panelists, can you please join them? Precious, Mr. Beneficiaries, please. Ruth, please join me, please. Dr. T is not here. So thank you so very much. Congratulations once again. Thank you for making the program beautiful. Thank you. And indeed, same journey as we go back.
Thank you.
Thank you.